Are we live?
We are now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chicks and Salsa. Are we salsaing tonight, or are we just being chicks?
We're always a little feisty.
I can be caliente, and I got a little bit of red showing, so we're good.
You're always a little caliente, girl.
I mean, consistency counts.
You know? How are you? Candy, how's your week been? Did you have to work yesterday?
I did not have to work yesterday. Thankfully, I had President's Day off.
Woohoo!
Yes. Gotta love
I saw a friend post.
Jamie being nice.
I saw a friend post that she's now working for a bank, and she goes, "My first bank holiday, and I'm at a required bank training."
Oh, that's funny.
That is hilarious, actually.
I'm like, well, there you go. Enjoy your holiday. Ish. At least it was catered for her. I mean, she can't. I mean, that part is awesome, but yeah, it's funny. Jen had a fun trip this weekend.
I did. We went on a food trip. We haven't been anywhere in forever. So we went up to Baltimore and we went into Philly. And we just love Baltimore. Like, honestly, we didn't do a lot of walking. Alton can't do a lot of walking yet.
But do your happy story now, since we kind of segued into it.
I will. But we had gone somewhere in Philly and there was no other way for him to go. Well, there was, but it was further down. So I was very proud of him. He did take, my friend met us and we were behind him in case of, but he did walk up 20 stairs. So
awesome. Woohoo!
Happy fingers. That's amazing.
Yes. And like when I was telling you ladies about it in the car earlier today, I was stuck in traffic and I was at a red light, I promise. Like, I was tearing up just like 3 months ago. They wouldn't even let him out of a hospital bed.
I know how hard it is to relearn to do something with your legs.
You do. Because
I did have my hip replacement and I had to relearn how to use my hip correctly. Because over a decade of me not being able to use it, my muscles had lost memory. So I know how hard he had to work to do that. Mm-hmm. And that's impressive.
Yeah. And it was so scary, like, for me. But it's like, I was my friend was on one side of him and I was kind of on the other side of him. And we both had our hands up, like in case up. And I could kind of see his face and that determined look. Like, just, yeah.
I'm proud of him for that.
Proud moment.
Proud for him for that. And for you, because the two of you have been through a lot.
It's been hell. I mean, it was hell. And there were some people that were really ugly in the hospital. There were some people that were really amazing at the hospital. And to the really ugly ones, to the really great ones, thank you. And like, to honestly, his physical therapist, Amy and Brandon, thank you guys, because y'all have given him confidence.
Absolutely. And that's key.
Now, do you think, now, can he go into an office? No, absolutely not. Because honestly, on Sunday, we did absolutely nothing except lay around a hotel. But that's okay. That's okay, because we did a lot. And we did go out to eat. We went to lunch and then we came back to the hotel and then we went to dinner. And we had our Valentine's Day dinner on Sunday night. But
the irony is Jen and I were less than half an hour apart and didn't realize it until
exactly
the next day.
I really thought you were closer to like upstate Jersey for some reason. Like all along, I really did.
I was like, when you said that, I was like, are you kidding me? We went to lunch with with Rob's daughter on Saturday. If you've never been to Mission Barbecue and there's one in your area, by all means, go. It's amazing. And it's really neat because it's a salute to the veterans and that area's local 911. I mean, the emergency response.
First responders.
Mm-hmm. So it was the ambiance and food was exceptional, and I would highly recommend it. But yeah, we didn't have much to do. Sadly, we could have buzzed over and met you for a moment, but it's okay. It wasn't meant to be.
I'm sorry. I really thought y'all were like northern. I don't know why I thought that. I really thought it was northern Jersey, northern PA. Truly, it did.
And for the Eagles fans, I got to see down in the link as we crossed over whichever bridge it is. I've been over all of them now, I guess. But
it's a long bridge.
All of them are. I mean, like there's literally the 5 times we've been to New Jersey to see his family in the last 2 years, give or take, we have gone in 5 different ways. But I did get to see the link from the interstate. It was amazing, even at 65 miles an hour or whatever we were traveling. It was so cool. If it hadn't been sub-zero degrees, I would have had him park and let me walk the bridge back so I could take a picture. So it was that cool, but it was flipping frigid and I wasn't getting out of the vehicle.
Yeah. So Candy, how's your weekend? What did you do?
Let's see. We went out for our Valentine's Day dinner Friday night because let's face it, I mean, to go out on Saturday, like it's just so much, it's so packed. You're waiting forever. The service, isn't as good. So we decided to do it Friday night instead. So we did that. And then yesterday, though, I have to say, one of my, so you girls probably, I don't know if I've told you guys, I used to play softball up in Wisconsin, and I played on a team after high school on a rec league for years, for like at least 15 to 20 years. And it was a family team. So when I say that, mom played first base. One of the daughters was shortstop. One of the daughters was a pitcher. One of the daughters was out in the right field. The aunt was in left field. And then I lived in the same subdivision as them. And so when I came back from college, I joined them and I played on their team for years. Well, obviously I live down here now. Well, one of the daughters is down here, and we met up yesterday for lunch, and that was just really cool.
Awesome.
Are you going to start a new league?
No, because she doesn't live here.
And tell her to move down.
I haven't played in years. No, she lives up in Upper Wisconsin. That's where her daughter's up there, and
gotcha.
But she's down here at a timeshare for a couple weeks. So
okay, cool.
I can see why. For what I drove through, I can see why.
This time of year, yes.
I am not a snow bunny because I don't like cold weather. I don't want to be cold. Barry Bridge, thank you, Commodore Barry. I don't like cold. I don't want to be cold. I don't like cold, and also I don't like cold. So it works out better for me not to live where it's cold.
But you live in Missouri.
Yes, but those are days are like, okay, we are now past any long spell of cold.
Okay, I'll let you keep telling yourself that.
Huh?
I'll let you keep telling yourself that.
No, if it comes, no, we really don't have much of the cold snaps after middle of February. We may have a snowstorm and it'll last maybe 24 hours. Like the snow will last that long and they'll be gone. So we may still get snow, but it's not long term. We should be out of the long term stuff. finally.
But Karen, we're 72 degrees right now. You need to come down here.
Yeah, do you see
You
this
Yeah,
thing?
like
Do you see this
68
right
today
here? Can you know how I told you I was having my hair said I could have a good day? I'd probably shave my head in Florida. So let's talk about Olympics since we've monologued for a minute.
Yes.
I'm going to give you the most current update on the medal totals because to me that's kind of exciting. We know that, well, I'm going to say traditionally the United States does fairly well, but we do not hit the top in the winter. It's usually the summer that we tend to dominate. So in at number 1 right now with 14 golds, 8 silvers, and 9 bronzes, Norway. Italy is coming in with 9, 4, and 11, which is kind of interesting because typically the home country that is sponsoring tends to have more entries and in either summer or winter, so they're really high. I was surprised to see that Italy was below Norway, personally.
Except, I'm sorry to interrupt you. During the opening ceremony, the announcers said, or the MCs said that Norway leads historically the Winter Olympic count.
Oh, really? I missed that, so thank you for bringing that to my attention.
You're
I did
welcome.
not
And I'm
realize
sorry
that.
for interrupting you.
No. I'm glad you took. That's pretty neat. And this was the largest United States contingency to go this year. And I think it was like 224 or 228 participants, which is our biggest yet in the winter. United States comes in third with 6, 10, and 5. We watched the women's speed skating with Erin, the gold medal winner of the last ones. This is where it's amazing to me. Not only do they run on blades on ice, and I can't run on solid ground without falling and breaking a foot, but also she missed the podium by 5/100ths of a second. 5/100ths of a second put her in 5th.
And did they fix the podiums? Because I know some of the skaters, their skates got broken.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Like
we
near the beginning.
We were watching it, and we watched it, and there was just you saw her falter, and we're like, oh man. And that was it. That was that slight falter, like, and you could see almost a grimace on her face, that split second that she made that mistake, and that's what cost her 5/100ths of a second. Jiminy Christmas.
Wow. Goodness gracious.
Netherlands come in with 6, 6, and 1, and Germany rounds out the top 5 with 5, 8, and 7. So it's pretty exciting, pretty interesting. The numbers are really kind of bunched together, which is different than in the summer. But there are so many different type of events. Anyway, it was interesting to me.
I love the women's hockey. They've only allowed 1 goal to be scored in the 5 games that they've already played.
Wow.
They go up against Canada, and again, like the men's, they're playing really great too for hockey.
Absolutely, that's kind of exciting, actually, especially since hockey is gaining such popularity in the United States as it is anyway. So I love that for the sport, both at the Olympics and for the U.S.
And the fact that one of the women's skaters is African American, and that's the first time that they'll actually be able to the medal. And she assisted on a score in the Olympics, so it's the first time that's happened too. So I just think those, anytime you get those first, you got to just love those.
Absolutely. I did see that Lindsey Vonn is back in the U.S. as of yesterday. She said she cannot stand on. She said, "I have yet to stand on American soil. It was nice to be home and on home turf." And then she also thanked all of the medical people in Italy that helped her make it home. So it was nice to know that she's made it home. So
did y'all see that crash?
We watched the replay. That was horrific.
I felt so bad for her family. I mean, I felt horrible for her. And both of y'all can attest, sometimes it's worse for family members because the patient knows what's going on. They know they're in pain, but they know they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I do want to call out Elena Myers Taylor because I got to watch her be interviewed before her race.
Okay.
And I have to stop and read this because otherwise I'll say something else and I don't want the FTC to get us. She got the gold in the women's mono bob. So she was solo sled. This is her first Olympic gold. I do not remember if it was a first medal or not, but she went this time to show her boys that anything is possible and to shoot for the stars. So she was not only racing for herself, but she wanted to show her children that she's, her young children, that if you set your mind to something and you can achieve it when you're willing to put in the effort. And so that's kind of neat to see a mom up there saying, the reason why I'm here is to show my kiddos that they can do it.
I also thought, I don't know if you guys knew Alyssa. No one's going to starve me or tell me what I can or can't eat. That was U.S. figure skater Alyssa Liu's number one rule for returning to the sport she loved, but after being pushed too hard for too long. She was skating since she's 5. By 12, she landed a triple axel in competition. By 16, she was a 2-time U.S. national championship and competed for Team USA at the Beijing Winter Olympics. Then she walked away. She hiked, she journaled, she went to college until finally she decided to return to the rink, this time on her terms. And she said, I'm going to eat what I want to eat. Don't anybody tell me what to do or anything like that. And she's out there. It's February is National Eating Disorder Awareness Month. And so 1 in 10 people has one. Just 1 in every 4 gets the help they need. So she was bringing light to that. And I give her all the credit in the world for using her platform to speak out on something like that.
Mm-hmm. Not props.
I
And
love that.
There's so many different types of eating disorders. And it's not just the 2.
Right.
But that's a topic for a different day.
Absolutely.
Like my best friend growing up, I've always been bigger than she is. I've always been athletic build or chunky. She's always been a size 0. She less than a size 0. Like she would buy clothes that are a 0 and have to get them tailored, like take them to the tailor. And she and I would always have that same issue where clothes just wouldn't fit right. But we're on opposite sides of that scale. And that people just don't understand. Like they really don't. Like chunky girls don't realize small girls have that problem. And small girls don't realize that sometimes chunky girls are chunky, not just because they eat too much, even though y'all saw me eating some hot Cheetos, but I'm really hungry right now. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I mean, and good for her. And thank you, Candy, for bringing that up because it's really important.
It's incredibly important.
Because it can't be, as an athlete, you have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line.
Also, we're
you're
talking
going
about
to eat more than a non-athletic person.
Also, we are talking about eating disorders on Fat Tuesday, which is kind of ironic.
That's
the point.
But we'll go with pretty hot and tempting on that. We'll throw it back to the 90s on that. PHAT.
And I have to give kudos to Jordan Stoltz, who is from skating on his backyard pond in Kewaskum, Wisconsin, to the top of the podium. He's now won his 2nd gold medal, setting Olympic records in both the 500 meters and the 1,000 meters. So kudos to him.
Yes.
Gotta love my Wisconsin boys and girls.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You
Dog-
love you're such a homer, but it's okay. You're a realistic homer.
So
You're right.
I'll bring that. We'll go back into that bring back into the Olympics for our happy story at the end because Miss Candy is on a time crunch at this point. Would you want to call out some
It's okay.
things? We are in spring training. Is it just pitchers and catchers that's reported now? Or is everybody in spring training?
Everybody
can I bring
reported
tickets now?
yesterday, and games actually start Saturday.
Okay.
Games start Saturday. Wait, I just want some tickets for an MLB game, for a minor league game. Are they on sale yet?
Spring training games start Saturday. That I know because we
Okay.
looked into going. So
Okay.
And we've got NCAA basketball, men and women, marching quickly to March Madness. We've got baseball and softball at it. And I do want to call out my OU girls. Oh, wait, they're mine. I'm sorry, I claimed them. Can't be anybody else's. The OU girls, 34-0. Hello? Did the other team show up? I mean, that was pretty impressive. I think it was I can't remember now who did it, but holy cow, that's a lot of scoring. That had been a phenomenal game to be there if you were an OU fan. Not so much about the other team.
wow.
What else did we want to?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that on Sunday, Scott and I went to the FAU versus USF men's basketball game. It was a really good game. It went into overtime and everything. But one of the things we went to the press conference afterwards, and one of the things we noticed is that FAU doesn't have a big gym. It's small. It's a small program. It doesn't have a lot of the NIL money that some of the other schools do, especially for basketball. And so we were noticing that in their gymnasium, they had like 6 different flags that weren't US flags. And we were wondering what they were for. They were for the different countries that the men's basketball team are from because he does more international players. And the reason being is we were talking to him about NIL, and he said, I can't afford any NIL prospect that a center that's in like the top 50. If I took one, that would be my whole NIL budget for all of them. And so he goes, I can't recruit that way. I have to recruit other ways. So they recruit international players.
Okay,
And
I remember this like it was even a story last year. I think it was last year, maybe even the year before, where it was something that was highlighted that their major recruiting is mostly international.
it has to be. And it makes sense now that I think about it because they can't compete with some of the big boys that have the, the more money, the bigger schools. I mean, but that was really cool. And yes, Robert, I live in Florida, so I have the Grapefruit League down here. So half the teams train in Florida, half the teams train in what I would call the Cactus League over in Phoenix. So yes, games actually do start this Saturday. And typically, I think for MLB, what they used to do, and I don't know if they still do this, I'll have to look and see, is that they used to give them like one day off during the week. I don't know if they're doing that anymore. Let me see, because I know. Okay, let's see. Saturday. I want to see if there's schedules up for some of the teams for spring training. So yeah, oh no, they can. So they play like I brought up the Detroit Tigers because they're one of the teams down here. They're playing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they have a day off Friday, Saturday. So they play almost every day. They go up until the end of March, and then the regular or the yeah, and then I think the regular season. Where does it? Doesn't even tell me when the regular season starts.
Isn't that
Sometime
April?
in March or April, I think. Let's see.
I bet Google can tell me.
I betcha. Yeah, that one didn't tell me. Let's see. Yankees. I thought it was the end of March, but it doesn't say.
March 26th.
Okay. So yeah. So yes, I am lucky. I do live in Florida and I get to see um the teams down here. Now, like I said, it's half the teams down here. My team isn't down here, but a couple years ago, my parents used to always go to Phoenix, and so a couple years ago, Scott and I went out to Phoenix. And if you know anything about the spring training out in Phoenix, all the teams are within probably an hour drive of each other, maybe an hour and a half. So if you stay in one central spot, you can hit all the stadiums. So we hit all the stadiums. Whereas down here in Florida, they're kind of spread out. There are some on the East Coast and there's some on the West Coast. So there could be a 4-hour drive, let's say, to get to some of the different ones. But so yeah, and Scott and I are going to be trying to hit some of the stadiums that we haven't hit down here for spring training. So we will be taking some weekend trips.
How fun.
We're excited. Yes. Yes. Jen, you're frozen.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
now
can hear you.
Okay.
It was frozen on your finger. And I was like, is she telling us that she loves us and we just get to see part of
No,
it?
it was.
And
she's frozen.
poor thing.
That way. Sorry.
You gotta
I
love
loaned
technology.
on my I loaned on my tripod for Super Bowl. So, and I haven't seen her yet to get it back. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all
And
good. It's all
obviously I'm going to go laptop shopping because I can't get out of it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah, it's time. This laptop's like 7 years old. Sorry.
Mine's about there too.
Didn't mean to be a killjoy. I was just letting you ladies talk because I usually talk so much.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And then, I mean, we have March Madness coming up soon. Let's face it. The rankings just came out recently. So Michigan is in number one for the first time in many, I mean, I can't remember the last time they were number one in basketball. So,
I know that we're getting close for candy. We've got 3 minutes. Is it okay if I share my happy story real quick?
For it,
and that
baby.
way we okay. So I found this, and we all know about Simone Biles and how she did step down because of mental health and took a step back and regrouped, and she's come back even stronger. So this is about interaction between Simone Biles and Ilya Malinin. Did I say that right? It's our
I believe so.
Men's free skate final where he did not have the performance that he was hoping for. She was in attendance for his mistake-riddled run that pushed him off the podium. And I'm going to read this just so I make sure I say it correctly. And she's taken this opportunity to offer him advice after dealing with a similar situation at the 2020 Tokyo Games. Biles shared that they had bumped into each other at the Olympics, and that she had sent him messages on Instagram mentioning that she knows what he's going through, and it's really, really hard to watch. So I'm hopeful that he is able to reach out with Simone so the two of them can be there for each other, because I think that that's really a testament to not only how our winter and summer Olympic teams interact, but also how humans interact with each other. Like, there was a very human emotion, a very human moment, that his mistakes, and she is understanding of that. So I love that in his moment of despair, says, I see you, I've been there, and I'm here for you. I love that. I mean, who doesn't love Simone? But I love that whole situation.
I love that.
It's always good to see athletes of different sports that have gone through some trials and tribulations helping others. I mean, you know, we don't always see the side of people that help each other. Like
Mhm.
the Kelsey brothers actually helped fund one of the African American hockey player that is over there. They helped
Yes.
sponsor her so she could get over there.
Yeah,
You know,
they
it's
got they got her family there too. I think they helped sponsor the family's trip, which is just amazing. Honestly, if we stop and think about it, and I say this a lot on my personal post, we're not meant to be individuals on this big blue marble that we're on. We have to interact with others, and it's easy to get muddled down with everything we see, read, hear going on in our world. But if we remember that we can touch each other with compassion, care, and concern, it makes a huge impact. Those small ripples start making bigger waves. So
So
that's
I
that's
think,
me. Sorry.
no, I honestly think that innately most people are good people and we all want to see each other succeed.
I agree with you. And I think the reason why we don't feel that is it is not doesn't make
We all
money.
think we're right.
Well, no, it doesn't make money. It doesn't get viewership. It doesn't make money. It doesn't sell ads. It isn't clickbait. But I feel like there is more good out there. And I would also like to remind people that I don't see red and blue. I don't see anything. I don't see any skin tone. I see humans, and and I wish that others could do that too. I don't, it's so decisive out there. So find a way to find compassion, find what makes you happy. For me, it's seeing other people showing compassion to others. So like, I look for that because when everything else is crumbling, you find the good, it's Mr.
Yep,
Rogers that,
exactly.
find your helper. And for me, it's just finding compassion.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Well,
And now I'm going to step off my soapbox. Sorry. Not
love
sorry.
you. Love you.
Love you. Miss Candy, is there anything else you'd like to say before we part so you could get at least a breath in before your next show starts?
No, I mean, I guess I would just, try every day to be a better person.
Mhm.
That's what
And take
helps
care of each other.
people. Exactly. Love each other. And here's the one thing I'm going to say. Respect others, because that's where it starts, because you have to respect everybody. And if you don't respect somebody else, that's where all the problems start manifesting. So respect. You don't have to love what they're saying. You don't have to agree with what people are saying, but respect that they have a right to have their own opinion, just like you have a right to have your own opinion.
Correct.
And be positive. You don't have to be overtly positive in life, but you don't have to be negative. Just be positive and know that it'll be okay.
Yep.
The one thing that I grew up was watching in action, and I tried to emulate that. Is my parents loved people, whoever it was, their children, their friends, their family, for where they were and not who they wanted them to be.
Right.
So I love people for where they are in life. I love them for who they are when they show up in my life, and I love any success that they have. But I don't love them hoping that they will be somebody else. I love them for who they are. And I think if we could all approach as, I may be in the wrong right now, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be in the right tomorrow. So anyway,
I don't know. Hit me up. I'll let you know if you're right or wrong.
I've got many people to do that, but I will ask you tomorrow.
Okay, cool. I'll let you know.
I appreciate that.
Bye, y'all. Thank you guys for all contributing. And I'll actually be joining Candy for a little while this evening over at SFT. So
if you haven't liked or subscribed, there's our QR.
Yes, like, subscribe, check us out. We've got a lot of really cool videos, not just sports. Check us out. I've worked really hard. Come on, we've all worked really hard. Except for Candy. She's a slacker.
I think she has like a night off every week. I don't understand that.
No, neither.
Okay.
Slacker.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
kidding.
I'm a Packer backer, not a slacker backer.
It's what the Packer fans are all about, slacking.
Slack like it.
All right,
Much
bye,
love,
ladies.
everybody.
Thank you guys for contributing and commenting.
Thanks, everybody.